Greetings, coding enthusiasts. Today, we're embarking on a programming adventure with 5 crazy simple projects to elevate your skills. These projects are designed to make learning both enjoyable and educational. We're going to use Python and JavaScript to create a fun and interactive experience for our users. So, fire up your favorite Python or JavaScript environment, and let's get coding. Project 1. Personalized quiz game. Let's kick things off with a twist on the traditional Hello World. Instead, we'll create a personalized quiz game. Choose your favorite programming language and design a quiz that asks the user a series of questions about themselves. Get creative and keep track of their score. It's a fantastic way to practice user input and conditional statements. All right, let's break down the code step by step. First, we'll set up a basic structure for our quiz game. Here, we've created a variable score to keep track of the player's points. We've also greeted the player and asked for their name using the input function. Now, let's move on to the quiz questions. In this section, we've posed 2 questions to the player using the input function. Their responses are stored in the variables answer1 and answer2. We've used conditional statements to check if their answers match our predefined correct answers. If they get it right, we increment the score by 1. Lastly, we display the player's final score. We've converted the score to a string using str to concatenate it with the rest of the message. That's it. Our personalized quiz game is ready to roll. Feel free to customize the questions and correct answers to make the quiz more tailored to your audience. Give it a try, run the code, and challenge your friends with your personalized quiz. Project 2. Number guessing game. Ready for a challenge? Let's dive into a classic, the number guessing game. Using your chosen programming language, create a program that generates a random number for the user to guess. Provide hints to guide them to the correct answer. Get ready for some coding fun as we explore the project and break down the code step by step. The number guessing game is a timeless classic where the player attempts to guess a randomly generated number. Python makes it easy to bring this game to life. Let's write the code and understand how it works. Let's break down the Python code. First, we import the random module to generate a random number. Next, we generate the secret number using random.randint, which creates a random integer between 1 and 10. We welcome the player and ask for their initial guess. Now, we enter a loop that continues until the player's guess matches the secret number. Inside the loop, we provide hints and prompt the player for another guess. Once the correct guess is made, we congratulate the player. And that's a wrap. A simple and entertaining number guessing game using Python. Give it a shot, guess those numbers, and revel in the joy of success. Great job tackling Project 2. If you have questions or suggestions, drop them in the comments. Project 3. Interactive Story Generator. Let's transition into something creative, an interactive story generator. This creates a program that prompts the user for input to build a unique story. So, what's the interactive story generator all about? It's a unique project where the user becomes the author, providing input that influences the storyline. In Python, we can make this experience come to life with a few lines of code. Let's dissect the Python code step by step. We start by welcoming the player to our interactive story generator. Next, we ask the player for input, creating variables to store their responses. Now, the fun part begins. We construct the story using the user's input. Here, we use an f-string to dynamically insert the user's input into the story template. This allows us to create a unique and personalized narrative. Finally, we display the crafted story to the player. That's it. With just a few lines of Python code, we've created an interactive story generator that transforms user input into a customized tale. Run the code, experiment with different inputs, and witness the power of storytelling in your hands. Project 4. Currency Converter. Time to tackle a practical project, a currency converter. The goal is to create a program that converts one currency to another. Allow users to input the amount and select the currencies they want to convert. It's a great way to practice user input, calculations, and conditional statements. Let's break down the Python code step by step. First, we install the currency rates package and import the currency rates class from the Forex Python library. Next, we create an instance of the currency rates class. Now, we ask the user for input, the amount they want to convert, the source currency, and the target currency. Using the Forex Python library, we perform the currency conversion. Finally, we display the converted amount to the user. That's it. With just a few lines of Python code, we've created a currency converter. Users can input the amount, choose the source and target currencies, and get the converted amount displayed with precision. Project 5. Weather app. Wrap things up with a weather app. The project is about creating a program that fetches and displays weather information based on user input, e.g., city or zip code. This project incorporates API calls, user interaction, and data display. The Weather App project is a fantastic way to explore working with APIs and dynamic data in JavaScript. We'll create a program that prompts the user for a city name or zip code, fetches real-time weather data, and displays it. Let's uncover the code step by step. Before we jump into the JavaScript code, there's a crucial piece we need: an API key. An API key is a unique identifier that allows us to make requests to a specific API. In this case, we'll be using the OpenWeatherMap API to get real-time weather data. To get your API key, follow these steps. Visit OpenWeatherMap. Go to the OpenWeatherMap website and create a free account. Generate API key. Once you have an account, navigate to the API key section and generate your unique API key. Make sure to keep it private and never share it publicly. Now that you have your API key, let's dive into the JavaScript code. First, we declare a constant variable API key for the OpenWeatherMap API key. We then prompt the user to enter the city name. Now comes the exciting part. We use the fetch function to make an API call to OpenWeatherMap and retrieve weather information based on the user's input. We handle the response from the API, extract the relevant weather information, and display it to the user using the alert function. Additionally, we handle errors and provide feedback to the user. That's it. With this weather app, users can input a city name, and the program fetches and displays real-time weather information using the OpenWeatherMap API. Kudos on completing Project 5. If you have questions or ideas for future projects, share them in the comments below. Stay tuned for more coding adventures, and until next time, happy coding.